What is up, everybody? My name is Zach, and welcome to JudgeSim. We're going to be judging people and deciding if they're going to go to jail and how much time they're going to spend in jail. Or if they're innocent. If they're always innocent until proven guilty. We're just going to do my name. Hey, dear Zach, you are appointed as a judge. Been in a Republic courthouse today. Week 1, Case 1. Let's look at our letter. Your Honor, first of all, as the Ministry, we wish you success in your new position. We wanted to remind you of the details that are important for you to make a correct judgment. You can find the evidence in the evidence file. At the same time, you get information whether there is digital evidence on the tablet. The case file includes the content of the case and the information of the defendants. You can ask some questions to the defendants by clicking on microphone. These questions will play an important role in deciding your case. On the tablet, you can access some digital evidence such as camera footage or audio recordings. You can also access the recordings of your dialogue with the defendants via microphone. These recordings will be added at the end of your dialogue with the defendants. The law book contains the rules and penalties for crimes that you need to look at to make the right decision. Finally, you will make your decision. Remember, your decisions will have consequences. Making a wrong decision in the law book cases will cause your bars to increase. How full your bars are affects the probability of getting a 12 on the dice screen after each case. Therefore, remember that the game can end even if your bars are not completely full. So we got this blonde guy. Got our police officer over here. Let's look at the case file. The case does not contain any evidence. Look at our case. We have James Adley, age 26. We got fingerprint number 212341 to the Banana Republic Court, violations of restrictions. James Adley, who was seen by the patrolling police at 2 after the specified restriction time of 22, was taken into custody on the grounds that he did not allow the criminal procedure to be applied. So basically, at 11, actually no, that's 10, he was out at 2 a.m. This is our statement from James Adley. It was around 1:50 and I wasn't feeling well. At that moment, I forgot there was restrictions and I was just wandering around. I saw the police while they were on patrol and remembered that there were restrictions, then I insisted on not being punished. It's pretty much, he just forgot that there was restrictions. It is violation of restrictions, 6 months public service and $1,000 fine. When I'll just talk to him. Why didn't you allow the police to write a fine? Because I thought I was right and they didn't give me a chance to explain. I didn't want it to come to this. In your statement, you said you didn't feel well during the night. Why didn't you call in? As I said, Your Honor, the first thing that came to my mind at that moment was to go out, and while I was doing it, I didn't think of the details. We will give him his $1,000 fine and his 6 months service. I'm going to accept that decision because that is what the rule book says. Success on murder and success on the possibility of arrest. Daily News bill passed. Convicts with a criminal record would not be given increased penalty. So, okay. So basically, if you already have a criminal record, you get a higher possibility on your thing. Okay, well, items on Axel Brennan as a result of the search. So we found 5 milligrams of cocaine on this person. They do have a criminal record. Possession of carrying drugs. A small amount of drugs were found on the person named Axel Brennan, who was subjected to an identity check by the police in the evening as a result of his body search. As a result of the identity scan, it was seen that the person had been tried and acquitted twice before on charges of possessing and carrying drugs. As a result of the subsequent investigations, no evidence was found that the person named Axel Brennan was involved in drug dealing. So apparently he just had it on him. Here's the statement from Axel. I admit that I carry the substance, but I only use it in my own environment and when I am alone to calm my mind. I have not harmed anyone and never will. I will not use the substance from now on. Let's go ahead and ask Israel, were you going to sell this stuff before you got caught in the ID check? No, Your Honor, I was just on my way home, so I suddenly saw the police checking IDs. I wanted to change direction, but I was already on my radar. Where did you get this stuff from? I get it through a friend. I don't know from whom he gets it. He's the person you call my friend. You're a close friend. No, Your Honor, he is someone I met at a bar called Grand Pub a month ago. I don't know him personally. / carrying drugs. 10 months. Public service. Aggravated sentence. 18 months public service and a $5,000 fine. So I'm just gonna say it's not aggravated. So we're just gonna give him 10 months of public service. 10 months of public service. Week 1, but case 3. 5% of being arrested, so maybe I was wrong? I'm not sure. Let's go and look at our case. We have Jason Hamstred. He's a 42-year-old male, no criminal record. Assassination! During the night, Freddie Coles, CEO of Glenswick, was found dead in the trunk of his car during a routine patrol by the car park security. It has been determined that the CCTV camera covering the area where the incident took place was not working at the time of the incident, unfortunately. Security guard Jason Hamstred, who was the only employee in the company at the time of the incident, became a suspect and was taken into custody by the police. On the evening of the incident, only 3 hours had passed since I started work. So it's only been 3 hours past since he started. While I was doing my routine hourly patrol, I saw Mr. Coles' vehicle, but the open trunk of the vehicle caught my attention. When I approached the vehicle, I saw Mr. Coles' lifeless body in the trunk. What caught my attention about the body was that it had a red rose on it. Afterwards, I immediately notified the police. Apparently, we gotta unlock some stuff sometimes to get some evidence. Okay, so we got evidence. This is the rope found next to the vehicle tire and used to kill Freddie Coles. So there's a rope. The red rose was found on the body. There's a red rose on it. Apparently this rope right here is what was killed, what was used to kill. It was found next to the vehicle tire. No digital. So we're just gonna do our regular thing and talk to him. How do you think the killer entered the car park undetected with an ID? Can't find any answer that voice I couldn't use the system since I started my shift. Did you have a problem with the CEO of the company, Freddie Coles? Did you know him well? Glenswick is a really big company. I know them by name. I started 3 months ago. I only interviewed with the recruitment department and I had no problems with them. Homicide, we have assassination, 62 years of jail time. Aggravated sentence, 102 years. I also see this. Now, criminals with a criminal record should be given aggravated punishment for the crime. So yes, I was wrong, and I should have given him 18 months and a $5,000 fine. So now, I actually read that. Now I actually know that there was a rope and a rose, which he was correct about the rose, but he never said anything about that. But it never said he called the police, which is the only thing that's making me sus about him a little bit, is in the details of it. It never said he was the one to contact police. I think I'm just gonna let him go. I mean, he was right about the rose. I'm gonna just say he is not guilty. Hopefully that is correct. Balance is $100. Salary payment was $600, but my rent was $300. Shopping $120, bills $80. This is week 2. We have these 2 people instead of just 1 person. Apparently, I guess I was right. He was innocent. I didn't get anything more up there. Let's immediately get this. So we're just gonna go. There we go. Alright, our evidence. Cigar scissors and box found in the vehicle. We got 212314. There is also digital evidence on the tablet. I'm going to start maybe reading this first. So we got Bob Isaac, 212316. What is it? 212314. I'm guessing it's the other guy. 212314. So we have Connell Green, which is the person with the evidence with his fingerprints on the cigar box. So it's auto theft. The vehicle was stolen while parked in a parking lot opposite the neighborhood where Lemon Diaz lives, which is none of these people. Following a denunciation on the morning of the night the vehicle was thought to have been stolen, the license plate was traced. The vehicle was turned over the same morning, and as a result of the searches, a package containing cigar scissors was found in the vehicle. Apart from this, no additional findings were found. As a result of the identity check, the person inside the vehicle was determined to be Bob Isaac Groove, nicknamed Big, known as the former car thief. Women Diaz, we went to our summer house in Counting Village with my car for 2 weeks as a family over the weekend. At the end of the second day, I thought I forgot to lock my car because I was tired from the road. There was a possibility that the person who stole it also took advantage of this. On the morning of the day the car was thought to have been stolen, a longtime friend of mine, Colonel Green, called me and said he had urgent business. He asked me to take his package to a place called Party Time. I thought it was urgent, so I went quickly to Colonel Green's house. Colonel gave me a car key and a piece of paper with the address of the place where I was to take the package. I had more statements from Big, so I drove off with the car. Soon I got pulled over and found out the car was stolen. Upon this statement, Colonel Green was found at his home and brought to the police station for questioning. And now here's our statement from Connell, whatever you wanna, how you pronounce it. I do not accept any of the accusation against me. I don't know anything. But you do. But you do know, because your fingerprint number 212314 was clearly on the cigar scissors that was in the vehicle. And there is digital evidence as well. We got camera recordings, but no facial recognition. So that's pointless. This is what automatically makes me sus and know that Connell is guilty. So I'm probably going to let Connell serve his time or whatever the law book has me doing, and I will let Bob go. I think I fully believe the story because he just immediately, I do not accept any of the accusations against me, and he does not know anything when clearly his 212314 fingerprint number is immediately on the cigar scissors and the box that was found. So clearly he touched that box, or that was the package that it was supposed to be delivered, and Bob never touched it. 212314, 212314. Yeah, we're gonna go and question them at least. Where were you the night the car was stolen? We're going to accuse Bob here. That night I was sitting at a place called Pepe's or Pepe's with my girlfriend before it was too late at night. I dropped her off at her house and went to my home. I fell asleep shortly after. In the morning I woke up to Connell's call. When was your last conversations with Connell? It had been almost 6 months since I spoke to Connell, and I was very surprised that he called me after all this time. Also, it's been a long time since I left these jobs. I am now in a regular life and a regular relationship. I'm not guilty. Now we're going to accuse Connell. Where did you meet with Bob? Well, Big. I've known Bob for over 20 years, and he was a dear friend. Mr. Cruz says you gave him a stolen car, delivered a package, and asked him to take it wherever he wanted. This has nothing to do with me. Last time I met Bob was 6 months ago. Bob has slandered me. Yep, we're just going ahead and... Oh, no, wait. Yeah, okay, I accidentally did that. Bob, Big, you are good to go. You are not guilty. Connell, actually, I need to look at the law book first. We got theft crimes, and we have auto theft. He has not had a criminal record, so he just serves 2 years of jail time, right? Yep, 2 years of jail time. You're going to jail for 2 years, my guy. Guilty, jail for 2 years. Accept decision. That is correct. That is what I'm going with, and I believe that. State of emergency declared. Due to the recent increase in anarchist activity, the government has declared a state of emergency. Is that it? Just state of emergency declared. State of emergency declared. Due to state of emergency, judges can now be appointed to all types of cases. So it's just all types of cases now. Week 2, case 2. Is this some type of divorce? Case subject, the situation of who would take the custody of 12-year-old Ezekiel Robin and his sister 9-year-old Clara Robin. The defendant is Ben Robin, I'm guessing is the husband father, and the plaintiff is Diaz, so the wife, mother. Ben Robin and Diaz Robin recently divorced, of course. A custody case was filed by Diaz, so this is the custody, the wife, the mother, well, the ex-wife, the mother of the children, was the person who filed the case, the mother of the children, for the custody of their children, Ezekiel and Clara. As a result of the divorce, the mother has a certain amount of alimony that she demands from the father. That's it. Is that all I get? That's all I get. I guess we will go ahead and start talking to him. Are you sad that your parents were divorced? No, I'm not, because my parents didn't get along very well in the adult youth or the time. My sister and I were very uncomfortable, and I couldn't stand the crying of my sister anymore. So, do you want to live with your mom or your dad? What is important to me is my sister. That's cute. I certainly don't want to leave her, but the best thing for her would be to live with my mother. Okay, so we got the son saying that it's better for the daughter to live with the mother. Who would you prefer? My mother's more important to me. I think with my mother would be better for me, and my mother, of course, with my sister. So something's wrong with the dad or something. Now we're asking the daughter. Yes, very much. Even though they fought, I love both of them very much, and I can't live without even one of them. You love your mom more or your dad? I love them both very much. I never wanted my parents to get divorced. That's why I feel so sad. If you had to choose, who would you choose, your mom or your dad? I don't want to choose one or the other. My only wish right now is that my brother doesn't leave me. He always supports me. Please don't separate my brother and me. So and I don't have a rule book either. I have nothing. I have the conversations that have went on, but pretty much the son pretty much just said better for the daughter at least to live with the mother. So we are going to favor the kids. The kids said what they said, so we are going to we're just giving custody of both children to the mother. Week 2, case 3. James Redlow, fingerprint number 2121364, which will be used later, hopefully. We'll see. Criminal record, they do. And also, this is an assassination case. In the morning, a person named Amanda Selvia, who was jogging in a forested area near the high school, came across the lifeless body of a person named Francis Crims while jogging. So Amanda came across Francis's dead body. It has been determined that the CCTV camera covering the area where the incident took place was not working at the time of the incident. Of course, it was not. According to the autopsy report, it was understood that he died as a result of a prolonged asphyxiation without any signs of impact on his body. According to the allegations, the last one who was deceased, the deceased was in contact with was James Redlow, a member of the board of directors of Kiernan Wells. Here's our statement from James. That night we left the company together. We went to the bar called Lou's Drop with his vehicle. After staying there for almost 1 hour, he dropped me off at my home. I don't know what he did after that or where he went. Francis and I were good friends while sitting at the bar, so I'm troubled, but no matter how much I insisted, he did not say anything. He just said that there was something wrong in his life these days, and no matter what he did, he couldn't change things. That's all I can say. I'm sorry for the loss of a close friend. Here's our statement from Amanda, which I'm pretty sure is the person who found the body. That morning, like every day, I headed to the area in the forest that I always prefer to run while I was taking a break to drink water. I saw a body lying flat behind the bushes. I immediately informed the police. All remembers that the person lying on the ground was wearing a suit and had a red rose on him. So basically, it's another assassination with the red rose. So there's going to be a lot of cases, it seems like, with a red rose on the body. So we had that like our second or third case. We don't have any digital evidence, but we do have evidence here, hopefully. See what evidence we have. Rope found near the body and used to kill Francis, which is the rope, and the red rose found on the body. So it is another assassination, another rope, and another rose found on the dead body. I was correct about the other person being innocent. So let's talk to him. How long is your friendship with Francis? We have been working in the same company for about 4 years, but we've had a close relationship for the past 2 years, but also, why did I say relationship? Was there anyone in the company who did not like Francis Crims who had to threaten him recently? No, as far as I know, there is no such person. In fact, he was the CEO of our company, and he was well liked by every member on our board. Did you often go to the bar and question with him? Yeah, we used to go at least twice a week and vent to each other. So I have nothing. We're going to say that they're just innocent. don't think they did it. Week 3, case 1. So I think I was correct because, I mean, none of this went up, but that could also go up later. Let's read our case files. Eldon Duncan. Criminal record. Threat, malicious wounding. The incident occurred in the evening at the home of Eldon Duncan. Well, we have Eldon Duncan and we have Arthur Darrell, which does not have a criminal record. The incident occurred in the evening at the home of Eldon. Okay, the person named Arthur Darrell who caused the injury fled immediately after the incident. An arrest warrant has been issued for Arthur Darrell as a result of the report of the person named Eldon Duncan. In the search initiated by the police as a result of the tip-off, it was determined that Arthur Darrell was hiding in his sister's house and was captured by the police in the evening and brought to the police station for questioning. Here's our statement from Eldon. A month ago, I borrowed some money from Arthur Darrell. He kept calling me and telling me that my debt was doubled, increasing day by day. I told him many times that I had not yet received payment from my workplace and that I would pay my debt when I received it. Despite this, he never stopped calling and harassing me, and after a while, he started following me home. Although I reported this situation to the police many times, I did not receive a positive response. As I finally left my workplace and arrived at my house, I saw Arthur Darrell behind me and noticed that he was holding a knife in his hand. He pointed the knife at me and asked me to be quiet and go to my apartment with him. I couldn't react because I was afraid. Then we went to my apartment. After entering the house, he started rummaging through my house and looking for money. When he couldn't find money, he stabbed me in the leg. Then he quickly fled the apartment. Then I took my cell phone and asked help from the police. About a month ago, Eldon Duncan called me and told me that he needed some money. Although I was in a difficult situation myself, I gave him the money he asked for and explained the situation to him. He said he would pay me the money as soon as possible. Since he did not respond after a month, I couldn't stand it and called him and told him that he had to pay his debt. He told me that he would pay the debt if I came to his house on the date and time he said. When I went to his house, he told me that the money was in his apartment, that he would go up to the apartment when we got home. He asked me to sit down and said he would come back soon. Then he stood in front of me with a knife and started making threats to me. I told him that he had to pay his debt no matter what. Then he swung the knife towards me. At that moment, I made a move to defend myself, and the knife was stuck in Eldon's leg. Afterwards, I took the knife and ran to my sister's house because I was afraid. So now, we're just gonna read that. We're just gonna let that information sit. We're gonna see. I don't know how to solve this. No, let's go. All right. Boom. Open. All right. Let's see what our evidence is. Knife found on the person. Fingerprint from the evidence was 21272. Oh, it's a telephone conversation. Let's see whose evidence was on the thing really quick. 21272. Arthur. Alright, so this is a telephone conversation dialogue between Eldon and Arthur. When are you going to give me my money back? Give me some more time, please. I'll return as soon as possible. I've waited long enough. I can't wait any longer. If you don't pay by tomorrow at the latest, I'm not responsible for what happened. Calm down. I'm saying I'll pay. If you don't pay by tomorrow, I'll kill you. Yeah, well, because they are in here for threat and malicious wounding. So he definitely threatened him. And he definitely has... So we have malicious wounding. He has not had a criminal record. No criminal record, so he would get 8 years in jail, but he also had a threat, so it's 2 years in jail. So he had a threat and malicious wounding for 2 years plus 8 years, so he would get 10 years. Eldon, you are out of here. You are good to go. And Arthur, you are getting 10 years in jail. Bill passed. Criminals who are not mentally well will be sent for treatment instead of punishment. Okay. We have week 3, case 2. Got Harwart's roast. Fingerprint number 212343. No criminal record, but positive in the mental health test. I'm guessing positive means they're good. Negative means they are bad. Willful damage to public property. The incident was discovered by citizens using the benches belonging to Trenthor municipality, and an investigation was launched following complaints. The CCTV footage was examined in detail, and the person involved was identified as Hogwarts Roast. So you got caught on camera. As a solution, a new bench was placed in front of the Trenthor Town Hall, and they started to wait. So they just started to wait, okay. Horowitz rose, sat down on a bench at noon, and took a sharp object out of his pocket. He was detained by the police officers at the same time. First of all, I didn't know it was a crime to do this. The reason I did it is that I unintentionally picked up a bad habit and turned into addiction. I can't control it anymore, but as I said, I didn't know it was a crime to do it. There we go. Lock this bad boy. The bench is damaged by the defendant. Sharp objects were found on him. So you can clearly see, you definitely just get it. Because of course you can see all the tears, all the cuts on it, and he has 3 different very sharp objects on him. The lawful damage to public property. He has not had a criminal record. Yeah, no criminal record. So he just would serve 12 months of public service. We'll listen to his thing really quick. Let's assume you didn't know that what you did was a crime. Did you also not know that it is citizens who use these? Of course I did, Your Honor, but I wasn't thinking about that part of it when I did it. Do you regret doing this? Absolutely regret it, and I promise to do my best for public peace from now on. Well, you still did the crime. That means you gotta do the time. In 12 months of public service, if you promise to do better, 12 months of public service, you're gonna do better. Oh, I can send him to treatment, okay. But 12 months of public service. Support to the decision, justice has been served. This country needs such honors. Congratulations, support. Bravo, clear, absolutely, absolutely. This decision plead us all. The case ended well. Nice, so people agree with it. Cool. Judge made the right thing. Nice. Week 3, case 3. We have Trinks Music Producing Company and the Wall Music Producing Company. I'm guessing copyright. That's what I'm guessing. Case subject: Trinks, a music production company, claims that the Wall, a music production company, they're both music production companies, is using the structure of a track that belongs to them and violating their copyrights. The defendant, the Wall Music Production Company, and the plaintiff, Trinks Music Production Company. So the Trinks thinks the Wall is copywriting them. There is 1 digital evidence for this case, so that's cool. Trinks Music Company has released a new track in recent weeks. 3 days after the track was released, the music company The Wall released a track of its own. In response, the music company Trinks argued that its copyright has been infringed, that it should be paid $10 million in damages, citing the track's infrastructures as evidence. The lawyer of the Trinks Music Production Company. We spent a lot of time working on the track and we were very happy that it finally finished, but a few days later we realized that the track released by the company. The music company, The Wall, used the exact same infrastructure that we used. Our problem here is not that they did this, but that they did it without permission. We decided to file a lawsuit for compensation, which we hope to get. Request that the appropriate action be taken. Now this is the lawyer from The Wall. The track was created with a completely original infrastructure and the long efforts of our sound engineers. This kind of accusation is unacceptable. We don't think there's copyright infringement just because of the infrastructure is similar. We are sure that in the tracks we released before them, they also have tracks that are similar to our infrastructure. We do not want to be victimized by the situation. We request that the necessary action be taken. But there is digital evidence as well, which sound records, so I'm going to be able to see exactly. I don't know how loud this is going to be, but we're going to see. No, I don't really see it too much. Like, yeah, I use the same kind of like, I'm not like a music producer or anything, but like, the pitch, I want to say, is kind of almost the same, but like, the beat and the instrumental still kind of different. Was not found guilty. I'm not finding them guilty at all. Your son says his clothes are getting old. He wants $300 for new clothes. $300? Alright, we're good. Alright, that'll be the end of my run with JudgeSim. I hope you guys liked it. I definitely am playing more of this. This is really fun, becoming a judge and just making decisions on people's lives. I wouldn't want to do it in real life, but I mean, yeah, it's very fun doing it in a video game, so this is definitely fun. Like it if you did, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.